Good morning, Steve, your daily shaver. This morning, it's Sunday in Australia. To celebrate the day, I'm going to have Lavender from Razor Rock. Now, I've already gone to the trouble of loading, and it's very quickly made a beautiful lather. I've spritzed just because I wanted to. In fact, I'll spritz again. Okay, and this morning I got a bit to say on soap. It's my opinion. Other people have got different opinions. My opinion of soaps are whether it's £20, $20, 20 Australian, 20 US, a soap is worth 20 bucks max. And that's including freight, delivery, whatever, to your door. Now, I've run into a bit of resistance on this opinion. Except for a couple of soaps that are worth a bit more, and I might consider buying them as a one-off. The 70th anniversary, was it French soap? I can't remember what it's called. Maybe as a special thing for a birthday present or a Christmas present for myself. Now this morning, Razor Rock, number 6. Why? Well, this is healed. Let's see if I can avoid doing it twice and on a higher setting. So off with Thor's hammer. Of course, using Sampson for the mud with the Sterling Kong. Now back to my thoughts on soaps. Razor Rock soaps are excellent. Sterling soaps are excellent. These soaps come in at amazingly good price points. Even soaps like Soap Commander come in at a really good price point when you consider they're coming in 6 and 7 ounce from the various artisans. Okay, the problem is that is a lot of soap. Now you can do like I do, you divide it up and do pay it forwards to people. So, you know, you share around the goodness. You know, there's about 5 soaps in this one. Or you do a sensible thing and you order lots of samples, so you get to try a lot of different soaps. Because I find I don't like eating the same thing twice, and I can understand people who do this and like a different soap every day. I've got enough here that, you know, I've got a different soap for almost every day of the month. So it's a month before I've got to repeat anything. I've got some samples there. I'm very happy. Now, samples are brilliant because the amount of soap you need is very little to get this sort of face lather. You know, they often say good for 3 to 5 shaves. Well, quite often you find there's plenty of soap there for double that many, if not more. You know, you don't go silly on it. I tend to be a bit generous with the soap that I'm using, both the amount I use and the amount I put on. Why not? I like it. This is Lavender from Razor Rock, and of the Razor Rocks, it's one of my favourites. I'm working my way through my last lot of purchase. Now, the reason I buy the full ones of Razor Rock, and I see Italian Barber have got ones for even cheaper, $4.99 for 125 odd mils of about 4 ounces or 3.5 ounces or something of shaving cream. At that price point, I probably wouldn't bother with getting samples. I just buy the whole damn tub, share it up, use what I want. Now this, I do have to be careful. I've been taking a slice out of my cheek once. I don't want to do it again. Now Thor's hammer, 2 passes down. There's something to be said for an aggressive shaver, but wow. The only thing that can shut me up is the fear of cutting my face. So let me spruik out a bit more now. I only did a normal load. Look how much this stuff is just so incredible. I mean, the lavender just makes for probably one of my favourite shaves. Lavender's also excellent for stress. So if you're going to go have a stressful day at work, or you've come home from a stressful day, one of the side effects of the lavender scent, now you can get the oil and just put some around your nose and a bit on your temples. I do that all the time actually. My mum said it was good and I went, yeah. So she found out where I could buy some and she took me to the shop and made me buy some, and I hate to tell her, but she's right. Absolutely right. It is the best thing for headaches and stress that I've come across. And as they get ever meaner on restricting really good drugs to help with things, I'm having to resort more and more with the natural stuff, because it turns out, you know, all those opioids and codeines and tramadols and, you know, whatever, not good for you. So back to the natural stuff. And she loves the fact that she's won the argument, that she says to me, go try the lavender oil. And it's her solution for everything now. But so far she's been right. You have to show this thing as much. If that caught my lip there, the lips just surgically removed, or certainly cut. So you just got to go around these corners a little bit slower. You can probably hear it. Now that's a 2-pass. So back to my subject of soaps. People are going to claim that, you know, people can sell soaps for whatever they like, right? I'm a free market person, right? Absolutely 100% free market. If you can get people to pay $50 for a soap, good on you. If you package it right, you limited it right, you bundle it with some stuff, great. Good marketing. If it's a great soap and it's fantastic to shave with, you might even talk me out of my $20 rule. But generally speaking, my rule is $20. Now that has bugged some people, and quite frankly, I was going to talk about those people that promised to hunt me across the internet and get me cut off. We haven't so far. Well, you did hunt me across the internet, but you didn't get me cut off the internet. But, you know, I don't really care about you people. If you believe that soaps are worth more, well, imagine there's people out there. Now, the fact is, I'm in Australia, so when I'm talking $20 Australian, I'm probably talking about $12 to $15 US per soap. And I've gotten tons and tons and tons, and a few more down below. So I don't think I'm just talking out me cake hole when I say you don't need to spend fortunes on soap. I do think soap samples are a brilliant way for the manufacturers to work out what soaps you like. Turns out, because buying a big tub of something you don't like isn't the best move you can ever make, unless you're going to give it away. And that's a bad use of your money, and it's your money. You know, I have a gentleman in town who does the markets, and he makes soaps, right? It's his daily thing, and he used to make shaving soap. And I've explained to him that, you know, he could go back to making shaver soaps, and there's a market for it, but not at the weekend markets in Bundaberg. But there's a weekend market in the shaver market. You know, I said, you know, if you want to do it, I'll review it. He's thinking about it. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I don't care. You know, but he sells soap for $2 to $3 for a hard, this is a piece of beeswax soap that he sold me from your hands. It had a bit of, I don't know, something weird, and I needed some good soap to use on it. And the stuff you buy in the chemist is like 10, $15. That was like $2. This has got some silver and stuff in it. It's worked brilliantly. So he knows his soaps. I think it's got beeswax and silver oxide and other things. So he knows his soaps. Now, how close have we gotten? Wow, for a 2 pass. Actually, it was a 3rd pass. A little bit of cleanup and I'm done. How much did you pay? How much have you got? You see, the thing about money is they'll take as much money off you as you care to offer people. That's business. Magard website sell lots and lots of samples, and I would suggest that you know, yes, it works out more expensive, but you get a lot of soaps, and it's going to be a while. If you spend $100 on soaps in Magard, on samples, and $100 on soaps, if you bought soaps, you might be looking at about, I don't know, depending which ones you buy, between 10 or so soaps, maybe a bit less, if you buy some more expensive ones. Samples wise, you probably have enough samples to go 3 months before you ever felt that you was doubling up and reusing another sample. You might have to get some, I can't grab them, they're small containers about that big. They were sent to me for samples from TCS, and it was TCS. Yeah, and well, I just like this. Now, I can feel how aggressive this is. And I've gotten this far without slicing my face. There we go. I'm done. I'm happy with that. I'm BBS for the day. I have only a small, hardly worth anything bit there, and it didn't hurt. And it looks red on the screen, but remember, that's blood up near the surface. The little bit that, you know, that'll stop bleeding in 2 seconds flat, and probably not even need alum on it, but that'll do it. Samples, brilliant. Magard got heaps of samples on there. If you did a couple of sample packs, it'd probably be 12 months before you've gone through $100 worth of samples. And even if you're a member of the Magard postage thing, $15 or something, gives you unlimited postage from them every time you want something, particularly in the US. Doesn't really apply to me in the colony, but for you guys, it's excellent value. Right. Ooh. Yeah, a little bit of sting, but nothing too bad. And, wow, talk about smooth. Right, I'm going to leave that on for a minute before I witch hazel and put some, I think I'll put some smoothing Nivea. If I don't do it on screen after I've finished, I always witch hazel, Nivea, and a bit later I'll come in and grab an aftershave from up the top. They're mostly traditional stuff. I got Brut, Old Spice, what is it, Blue Stratus or something. Love this stuff. In fact, what the heck. The smell is just, it just blooms. It's not overwhelming, and it's, I don't know, it's aquatic, it's equestrian, it's light, it lasts. Oh, you can put this on and it's there all day. A whole bunch of others. My favourite one's Aramis. That's my manly smell when I want to dress up, go out and impress women, and I want to be in the right state of mind, which, you know, some people claim might take more than some aftershave to do that. But for me, it's Aramis. It is any of their range in the Aramis stuff. It's not so cheap. And if I'm sitting there with the sandalwoods, I like to go with sandalwood soap and a sandalwood aftershave. Just the good old Taylor of Old Bond Street. Sandalwood is the brilliant one for that. So that's just a few I've got up there. I've got about 3 or 4 different types of Aramis. Different containers, different things and different smells. They're all good, love them all. You buy them, they last so long and they don't lose their smell. The glass doesn't rot, so 2 thumbs up for Aramis. I'm Steve, your Daily Shaver. Remember, good food, good friends, good shaves, amen. And while it's nice to be important, it's far more important to be nice. So go be nice to someone who's buying cheap ass soaps. If people buy too much soap, tell them you'll take some off their hands. It'll make it cheaper for them if they can divide it up and share it around, and you get to try stuff. So even if you don't go to a shop, do pay it forward, share it around, share it with your mates. You know, a tub of soap of $5, $10, you can share it between, they've got at least 4 ounces in it, at least 120 to about 150 ml, depending on the size container. You can probably get enough out of that for between 4 and 6 people. Decent quantity for each of them. So, you know, do some sharing around of your soaps. It's not a new idea of mine. It's already happening, but not enough of it. A few people have sent me some stuff. I need more soap, and I can't keep buying it. I'll finally get my cards back, but I've still got to get my money back on my cards. But that's a whole nother story. Thailand, you got to love it. Good shaves and goodbye.